you seen much of her play, Joe?
A little bit here and there. She can hit the ball quite well. But whether she'll have too many chances to do that. Nice serving.
Beat Lara Arrobarena of Spain, 2-6, 6-2, 6-4 on Monday, did Dolonc. Serena Williams, of course, beat the wild-carded Ashley Barty, 2-1 Monday evening. Great experience, though, for Barty.
See that look from Serena? What's this serving going on?
It's got a bit chillier, isn't it?
40-13.
Born and lives in Moscow, Dolonc. 5'7", 1m70.
Juice.
I mean, this is a big game right here already, isn't it? 2 aces, 40-15 up. She's to get broken.
Yep. And you're so aware of that when you're playing such a great player as Serena Williams, that you have to make the best of everything.
Well played. She's a good mover.
Yeah, I don't think she'll mind the pace too much as long as she can get to it, obviously. She quite likes to hit the ball pretty hard herself.
Married lady, Dolonc. Got married on October 1st, 2010. Maiden name, Manasieva. Many of you might remember. Switched from Russia to Serbia in May 2012. Is that because maybe she wasn't getting an awful lot of support with all the star names and so on? Joe, do you think?
I would imagine, yeah. I mean, so many Russians. It's very hard to get any funding there. A lot of players have moved to Kazakhstan, haven't they?
Yes.
Dolonc is challenging call on the right baseline.
First one for Hawkeye.
Out.
Ooh.
Gosh, that's tight.
Good call.
Advantage, Williams.
And a break
Dolonc
point.
has 2 challenges remaining.
And there is the first break.
Game
It's a shame for Dolonc. It's such a prolific champion in Serena Williams. What a year last year, Joe. A career best 11 titles, including the French and the US Open, of course. That's the most by any player since 1997. I mean, it's extraordinary, the domination that, at her best, she puts over on everybody.
You know, it just starts matches so well. You see here, she's immediately into it. Piling the pressure on. I think Dolonc hadn't started too badly.
Greatest server of all time for many. Not the tallest, but it's just the most beautiful service action. I mean, look at this.
Yeah. The strength she gets behind it.
Finds it a pressure, though, Williams, turning up at tournaments and everybody saying, well, obviously Serena's going to win.
Yes, in a way, she still likes to talk herself sort of down, as though she's not the favourite, when, I mean, quite plainly she is.
Patrick Mouratoglou there, second in. On the same wavelength as her father, Serena says, which is why they get on so well in their relationship.
30-15.
It's already 4 aces.
Game. Williams.
3-love it is in under 10 minutes for Serena Williams
Williams leads by
in
3
this
games to
opening
none.
set.
On a clear day, you can see France.
France? I'd rather see a broadband signal like downstairs. Any chance of that?
Ah,
Ah, is that a state agent for no?
yes.
Yes?
I mean, no.
No?
It simply can't reach up here.
Skies can.
What's that?
Sky Broadband. They give you a free Wi-Fi booster. It makes your signal reach up to 100% further.
Job done then. Where do I sign?
Full name?
My name is... Let me do that.
Demand more. Take your broadband further with a free Sky Wireless booster. Sky. Believe in better.
My name is Jordan Belfort. I drink like a fish, gamble like a degenerate. I also have 3 different federal agencies looking to indict me.
Good for you, little man.
This is obscene. It was obscene in the normal world. I mean, who wanted to live there?
The Wolf of Wall Street, in cinemas Friday.
Please, thank you.
Joe, as we watch Serena go about her business, I find it difficult to recall a time where in men's tennis, the #1 player in the world has had the sort of opinion of most that they are in a different league to the rest of the field.
I mean, I suppose, you know, the early years of Federer, really before Djokovic and Nadal and Murray, because a bit younger, I think he was dominating everybody then. But, I mean, at the moment, I mean, how many points is she ahead on the computer rankings as well? Like 5,000 or something ridiculous.
Yeah. As hungry as she's ever been, enjoying the game pretty much more time than any other time in her career. 17 majors, she's hunting history on that front, and you know, take a brave person to say that she's not going to mop up Grand Slam this year. That'd be a sight, wouldn't it?
Well, you know, I really thought she was going to do it last year, and there was, you know, of course, what happened here, and then Lisicki played them out of her mind at Wimbledon.
And as Serena was saying at the French, as we see another blistering winner, her biggest opponent is herself. We've seen that on many occasions, particularly at the French against Rosano.
Yes, I mean, almost striving for perfection point after point.
Well, you have to go for broke to have any chance.
15-30.
Mentally preparing to face Serena Williams, particularly in a major championship, daunting. I must just mention as well that on court 11, it is just fabulous to see Ross Hutchins of Great Britain back onto a competitive court. He's partnering his old partner Colin Fleming on a protected ranking. Ross Hutchins in his first match back since having the biggest win of his life, beating cancer.
Yes, Fantastic to see.
Good luck to the pair of them.
In 30-14.
Just seeing a tweet here. He forgot something when he got to the court. Had to leg it back to the locker room and got back on court in time.
Don't want to be doing that today, do you? Backwards and forwards. Well, she actually hits a good clean ball with Dolonc. As long as she can get to it, she can stay in some of these rallies. It looks like all the other seeds at the moment are willing to really get on with it in this heat. Be so imposing at the beginning.
Advantage.
Love to see her thoughts after missing that forehand.
A few bleeps, I think, Chris.
Dolonc on the scoreboard with some help. Big cheer for that, though.
Yeah.
Williams leads by 3-1.
Yeah, a whole rash of errors there by Williams.
Got a good attitude, this woman. Ranked 104, remember. Career prize money, $790,000. Serena, $54 million.
Yeah. Oof, that was a punishing rally for the pair of them.
15-love.
So used to playing in the heat and humidity, of course, Serena.
Yeah, down in Florida.
Hey. 30-love. To 15.
Made it! That's got the crowd going.
Yeah. Well, she read that well, Dolonc. Really under pressure, just sort of scrabbling around, trying to get the ball back, and off she goes. Perfectly timed.
14,
Well,
13.
that was very much getting a first serve in there from Serena.
Wow. 10 from 10. 1 from 5, though, behind a second. A perfectionist when she gets on court. Four-one it is.
Williams.
Playing very quickly, under 20 minutes. Team Williams
Williams
happy
by
at
4
the
games
moment,
to 1.
as is Serena. Is it fair to say in Serena's career, Joe, there's been times, patches, where she's not been totally committed to the cause? Off court?
Yeah, I think she, you know, the acting and clothing and stuff like that she's been into and needed other things. But she's fully into it at the moment. And I think, you know, she's looked back and thought, well, here she is, 32 years old. Not much longer left to play. Let's make the most of it. Let's make history almost.
Do you think the open letter that Chrissy Evert wrote a few years ago about Serena not totally committed to the cause, what a great shame, because she could be without doubt the greatest player of all time. Do you think that helped the mindset?
Yeah, it was interesting at the time. I think Chrissy feels justified in writing it.
Time.
Jonathan, Margaret Court Arena, match just completed.
That's right, Chris. You talked about Sabina Lisicki playing outstandingly against Serena Williams at Wimbledon. Well, she's not going to be able to do the same at the Australian Open because she's gone out in 3 sets to Monica Niculescu of Romania. Lisicki took the opening set 6-2, but Niculescu came back to win the next two 6-2, 6-2, and book her place in the third round against Katerina Makarova. So it's Lisicki, the number 15 seed, who is out. Back to you, Chris.
Yes, now just imagine Lisicki is in a spider's web back in the locker room. Niculescu's such a unique player. Terrific win for her.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself when I saw that on a hot day. I think Lisicki started very quickly, but gradually you can imagine her getting more and more wound up with the heat and the way her opponent plays. I'm not surprised at that result.
Sliced and diced, you would imagine, Lisicki. She looks a lot better than 100 and something in the world, Dolonc.
Definitely.
15 on.
Yeah, she's had a high of 84 in the world. I'm surprised she's not around there, sort of going up to the top 50, actually. I think she plays very well. Again, good flat hitting from Dolonc. Looks so imposing, Serena, when she does that.
30 on.
From the return, which she takes so quickly up the court.
Super touch. But she's never found that easy on the forehand,
No.
but it's like a jab, isn't it?
It is, but, you know, it's a unique shot for Serena. She has to sort of change that grip a bit, but not too much. She doesn't come right round it and still manages to play a lovely drop shot.
Sets up another break point. Which Williams converts. 5-1 now the lead.
Williams leads by
At 40-15, second game of the set, crucial for Dolonc. Now, giant killer from the first round, Kumkun beating Kvitova, the former Wimbledon champion. How does she fare today, Jonathan, on court 6?
Well, she fared well to start with up against Mona Bartel of Germany, taking the opening set in 38 minutes. But Bartel came back to win in 3. Final score 4-6, 6-3, 6-4. That one plays the winner of Panetta against Puig later. Back to you, Chris. See if Serena can serve this out.
Thanks, Jonathan. It's never easy backing up a big win, is it, Joe?
No, it's not. It's, you know, you get so high on the euphoria of getting the win, it's hard to come back down.
love 15. $15 on.
Wow. Take that.
13, 15.
There's just venom all over it, isn't there?
It's just awesome. The speed off the racket.
$30. $40, 13.
That's what we talk about in terms of how small the court must feel for Dolonc, because against most other players, should have made that return. Set point now, Williams. In under half an hour.
Super hitting. Good strike Dolonc has when she has the time.
Just.
Which is not very often.
Well, it's not. You have to make the most of it.
Yeah, the sun tricky for the ball toss, that in.
It makes you blink. It makes you see about 5 tennis balls coming back towards you. If you look straight into the sun when you're serving, that's the problem. So you've got to find a way to get round it with the ball toss.
Your point beautifully highlighted by that ball toss and the way she sliced it.
You have to adapt. You just can't keep sort of staring full face into the sun. But the thing is, yeah, it can make your rhythm go completely off.
Set point. Second time lucky on that front. Serena Williams secures the opening set in under half an hour.
6 games to 1.
6 games to 1.
Lunchtime can't come soon enough with the return of the Cajun Crispy Chicken Wrap from McDonald's. Only $1.99 on Mondays and Fridays. Part of the Deli Choices range.
It's just like looking for a needle in a haystack, searching for a moonbeam in the blue. Still I've got to find you. It's just like looking for a needle in a haystack. Still I'll follow every little clue, for I've got to find you.
Highlights of the opening set. Yes, there were a few for Dolonc, but overall it was another set of tennis where you just marvel at the power and the expertise of Serena Williams. The touch thrown in as well. Where does Dolonc go from here, Joe?
Well, actually, I think she's played quite well, and she's been absolutely thumped 6-1. I think she just has to try and, you know, stay with her own game. I don't think she can go for too much more. Just try and stay with Williams as much as she can. I mean, it's a big ask. I think Serena is just looking on absolute tip-top form.
Again, when you look at the draw, you look for players that could maybe trouble Serena, Joe. I mean, Stosur and Ivanovic is a third round if they both win their second rounds, and they're not easy matches for the pair of them. But if Stosur, say, was to come through, everybody knows that she's got the game to beat and take on Serena. But, of course, here in Australia, that's a completely different question for her, too.
It is. I mean, on a hard court, she has got the game to beat Williams, but extra tension.
Yeah. New balls in play. Dolonc has to hold serve here at the start of the second set. Her ground stroke speed is right up there with a lot of the men, Serena. Who's the most powerful player in your era, Joe, would you say, in terms of the sheer volume of power on the hit?
Well, for me, of course, it was Steffi, the way she smacked the ball around. I never actually played Monica Seles, so I didn't get that delight. I feel quite lucky, really. Lindsay Damport, of course. It's slightly different, though, with the out-and-out big hitters.
Savarova winning 6-love in the third against Hradecka, fellow Czech. Plays Linar next. That's a tough third round.
Very.
The fans furiously fanning on the Rod Laver Arena. Hardy souls in the strip of sunlight. There's quite a few of them in here.
14.
Covered in towels and all sorts.
Yeah, good shot. Just took that pace that came down to her and timed it.
13-14. Game, Williams.
Well, that's the worst possible start. A couple of doubles in the game from Dolonc, and that's really handing the initiative on a plate. So easy from here, but that has made the task a whole lot worse. And don't forget the player, eurosport.yahoo.com or .co.uk if you want to catch up with all that's going on in the first major of the new year. Click on subscribe to the player, and you get all the televised courts wherever you are. And look at the reaction, knowing the gift, so costly.
Just eyed it up, didn't she? Where shall I hit this winner?
15 love.
Oh, just some tweets coming in that Dodig is cramping and gave away 6 points so he can get to the changeover for treatment. So there's the first one of today who's really struggling in this heat.
Yeah, it's a new rule about cramping, isn't it? Which I think is right. You know, to get to the allotted change of ends, to get treatment for it, so your opponent doesn't get penalised in a way. There's bound to be casualties today.
Yep.
So many yesterday. What was it, 7 yesterday? 7 or 8?
9.
9
retirements,
wow.
Yeah. Which is apparently the same on that crazy Wednesday at Wimbledon. But not as many as, what was it, the US Open that year? Which is
double figures.
Yeah, 11 or something. But, you know, too many.
Williams is challenging a call on the left far sideline. Ball's called out.
Beautiful earrings.
Miles out.
Second serve.
Love game.
Game, Williams. Williams leads by 2 games to love. Williams has 2 challenges remaining.
And this just sort of underlines the challenge for all, because Dolonc has played some good tennis. She's hit the ball well. She's quick, but one game is all she has to show for it.
Yeah, I mean, she's showing good attitude. I mean, she's trying her absolute best. Serena Williams is just much too good.
It's gone pretty quiet in here too, which is a horrible feeling for Dolonc, obviously.
Really deep from Dolonc.
15
catching Williams out for once.
30-15.
She read that serve. Was so quick to move.
30 on. Forty 30.
Well done. Just to add to those tweets, Dodig, who couldn't move, has had to retire. Cannot run at all.
Williams leads by 2 games to 1.
Serena Williams set and 2-1. Now on show court 2, Gasquet, who came into the Australian Open with a bit of a hip problem. How's he got on today, Jonathan?
We had a very slow start, Chris. He was down 2-5 in the opening sets against Nikolai Davydenko, but he came back strongly. He won the tiebreaker in the opener and then won the next 2 sets to come through in 3-7-6, 6-4, 6-4, the final score. And he'll play the winner of the match between Tommy Robredo and Julien Beneteau in round 3. Richard Gasquet, number 9 seed, safely through. Back to you, Chris.
Thanks very much. And another straight sets win again, like yesterday. Gold dust.
Just seen Neil Harmon's tweet that Colin Fleming's getting treatment
Time.
on court in that doubles. That would be a real shame.
5-4 down, a break against Matasevic of Australia and Paul Rzeźny. But no problems on the Rod Laver arena for the very best in the women's game. Serena Williams a set and 2-1 to the good. One of her titles, her 5 titles here, Serena, she came in ranked 81 in the world after an injury prone year before, and she literally played herself into fitness with every match she played that year to the title. Extraordinary. Fully fit this year at the start of the championships. And in great form.
Dolonc is challenging a call on the right service line. The ball's called in.
She doesn't look too sure about it though, does she? She's gone to the other side. And sure enough, it's in.
15 love. Dolonc has 2 challenges remaining.
Not bad. She'd be pleased with that. I think that turned out better than she thought.
Magnificent. Under 100 miles per hour, but just what a great outswing. I mean, Serena tells you she's going to hit that there and you still wouldn't get it back. I mean, look how wide it goes.
$14-15.
It's a different league. Three points dropped behind first serve. Only won this set so far in the early stages. Feet stopped for once.
14-13.
And it's rather obvious, isn't it, when it happens?
Got to move your feet, she's saying.
There you go.
Game. Williams.
Ace number 6 extends the lead.
Williams leads by 3-1.
You see the reaction after this ace. There's a real expectation from Serena to herself. And I think that's why, you know, sometimes it gets so fraught out there. She knows what she can do, obviously.
Here's the perfectionist coming out again.
15 love.
Just hates getting anything wrong. And it can be the undoing of her at times.
Yeah.
It's got a lot better lately, but it's still just under the surface, isn't it?
And on a hot day, do you need to start doing this to yourself? Reaction again.
15-0.
Got to be careful here. We saw this at about this sort of stage against Rosano at the French Open, Joe. A set and a break. She started looking like she was a set and a break down.
Well, funnily enough, you see it quite a lot in her matches. She wins the first set easily, then it gets a tiny bit closer in the second set, and she's just always berating herself. Of course, that's what everyone around her is always trying to get her to calm down. And she watched herself playing a match sometime last year, and she said, I just didn't realise I was like that. It doesn't seem like it when I'm on the court. But I just want to play so well all the time.
Wow,
2 double faults in a row. Silver platter coming out again. Another break point. Williams 3 from 6 so far. Dolonc not even near one herself. Not 3 in a row, surely. Boy, oh boy.
Game. Williams.
Well,
Williams leads by 4-1.
intimidation factor. Call it what you will. Set and 4-1. Serena Williams.
Watching every move, getting all the gossip. The Eurosport team with Mats Wilander, ace player turned ace analyst, and our man on the inside in Melbourne. Game, set, and Mats. Every night on British Eurosport.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Kia, the power to surprise.
Complete sports coverage of the major stories and results with Eurosport Action on demand. All online at yahoo.eurosport.com.
The Wolf of Wall Street, they call me. Look.
Your hair looks good.
You just tried to bribe a federal officer.
Stop. We don't want to get a bad reputation.
In cinemas Friday.
Well, sitting in an air-conditioned commentary box is one thing. Going out on a staggeringly hot and humid Rod Laver Arena to take on Serena Williams is so hard. And I think that last game just proves to everybody how hard it is.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Even with Serena just going a bit mad at herself, still managing to get over that little blip. Going back to the shade.
This looks set to finish in well under the hour at this rate. 50 minutes on the clock. Serena Williams is set in 4-1. Double break cushion, second set. Won 2-1 against Ash Barty Monday night. Much cooler conditions on this court. Routine so far for Serena.
Again, we've seen a few times today players lose the grip on their racket just through the humidity today.
A look back to the camp after that error. Their fault. It's almost a look as if to say,
15-0.
What's happening? Not exactly a crisis, is it?
No.
It is for them. Talking to Clive, one of the UK photographers, saying how at times he couldn't touch his cameras yesterday, they were so hot.
Yeah, well, we saw the scoreboards go down, the serve speed thing stopped working too. Trams, of course.
Yep.
They're back working today so far.
Effortless. 8th ace.
14-15.
How many women are there out there that are really going to step up mentally for Serena Williams? Azarenka, we know, can. Sharapova will. It's a short list, though.
Well, it's hard to find people who've beaten her lately, isn't it? Lisicki, she's gone out. You've got Azarenka. Sloane Stevens, I was just trying to think. She only lost 4 times last year, didn't she? Sloane Stevens here, of course.
Was it? Challenging.
Challenge on the call on the left center service line. The ball's called out.
Louise Engsel of Sweden in the chair.
She got the full look then, didn't she?
She did. It was wide.
Juice. Williams has 1 challenge remaining. Net. First serve.
She's talking herself into this a little.
Advantage.
The last
Dolonc.
5-10 minutes or so.
Here we go. It's a break point.
Yeah. Not for long. Ninth ace.
Just
8 from 10 behind her first serve this set. He lost 4 points in the match behind it.
Advantage, Williams.
Yeah, just the rhythm on the serve gone off again. I know she's serving from the sunny end, but it's not quite flowing as beautifully as it was earlier. Just
Shame. Good angle to watch the point from. And weight of shot, she was equal, Dolonc, till the error.
yes, Williams not particularly doing much in that point. It was all a bit up and down the middle of the court, so there was a chance.
Sent the wrong way.
Game Williams.
Double figures on the aces now and a game away from another routine win. Just a little hiccups in the last couple of minutes, but...
Pretty good, yeah. That was 4 aces in that game in particular. Nice to have that kind of weapon. Get you out of a bit of trouble.
New sponsor. Doesn't often wear a watch when she plays, does she?
No.
Hope it's waterproof.
Fifteen love. Dolonc is challenging a call on the left.
Well, I think it was in, and just looking at that reaction from Williams, that's what she expects every single time. The bar is very high, always, in Serena's mind.
15 all. Dolonc has 1 challenge remaining.